Hi, everybody. This is Gertrude Bache again here in Wellington, New Zealand. And today I am going to show you how to create your book and publish it on both Amazon and on Kindle. It's a very simple step-by-step process, and this will be part one. So you basically go in and choose the sign up option, and you only ever have to do this once, and then you can publish multiple books on this platform. I'm going to use an email address that I created. At gmail.com. Choose a password that you will remember. Name, of course. Your country. Not New Caledonia, but New Zealand. And the type of medium you want to publish is going to be a book, but on this platform, you can also publish an audiobook, a video series, or a combination of both. You can request for a free consultation to learn more about their professional services, but this is fee-based. You can do this on your own without that, but if you do need that help, then definitely choose that option. I normally don't like getting updates and promotions, so I always untick that and create my account. Now, what will happen is that CreateSpace will ask you to go through their terms and conditions. I do suggest you read through all of this before you sign, like any other legal document, and you press continue. Right, now CreateSpace has sent to my email address this particular verification code that is needed for me to continue setting up the account. And if I go into my verification code, into my emails, you will find a very small code, normally 4 characters in length. Just copy and paste that and press submit. Right, now you're ready to get started. So set up your book now is the option we want to choose. And remember that each project, what they call a project, is actually the name or the title of your book. So let's say, for instance, we're going to write a short book about the injustice of law, for example. I'll say USA law. It's going to be a paperback. You can choose the audio option, the DVD, or a video download. So you have quite a few choices here. And then click on the step-by-step guided process when you're starting out. I do recommend you go down that route. But because I've done it so many times and I'm an expert, I will just go straight in and show you how to set up your account. So there'll be a number of things we need to do before we can actually go in and create the account. But you will find that on the left-hand side of the screen, CreateSpace has provided a process flow that shows you all the things you need to do to set up your book. So the first thing we have to do is go and set up the royalty payment page. And this is where they want information to send you your checks when you are finished. So again, my country is New Zealand. The payee name is the name that you want to appear on the check. They ask this because you can actually set up your account as a company. My address is P.O. Box 22279, Mandala, and I live in Wellington, New Zealand. New Zealand does not really have provinces, but I'm just going to put NI for the North Island. Now, your payment information is really important. One thing to remember is that the direct deposit payment option is only available for countries in the United States, UK, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, Belgium, and the Netherlands. The rest of the world receive a check. So you get your royalties by check, and this is paid once you've reached a minimum threshold of 100 US dollars, or in Germany, 108 euro. Now you can go in and put in your tax information, submit tax information. And because I'm not a US citizen, I'm going to say no, but if you are, you would say yes. Save and continue. The beneficiary type, I'm an individual, so I will choose individual. It'll again ask me for my country, which, as you know by now, is New Zealand. Let's put that in. And there's my full name. It has already appeared. I'm not acting as an agent for anyone, so I will choose the option no. And there is my address. It does say here that enter your permanent address, and it should not be a PO box. So I will have to put in my physical address, my home address. In Satara Crescent. This is again in Kindle, so the rest of the information is the same. And if you have a different mailing address, you would say you have a different one, or just use the same mailing address. This is now where you have to tell them whether you are a US citizen or not. And for US persons, you would put in your information there. But because I'm a foreigner, I would have to say I have a foreign income tax number, and save and continue. It's picked up my country of residence, and I do suggest you review this Article 4 of the treaty that qualifies me to be a resident of this country. If you go onto the IRS website, there's more information, but I will tick yes because I know what I'm doing. And the income tax number allows them to withhold 30% tax from any of your royalty sales. My foreign tax number goes in here. And again, I confirm that I am a non-US citizen, and this is a non-US foreign tax number. Save and continue. Now, all your information is now in the IRS W8BNE form for tax purposes, and I will simply save and continue. And then it will say, give me permission to sign it electronically, to give them an electronic signature. You just have to consent to both of those things. And definitely tick all of these boxes to say that you're an individual, you're the person named on this form, etc. Don't leave any of these boxes out, otherwise you cannot proceed and go any further. And this is where I will type in my name as the electronic signature. The date is already there. I will put in my website and my email, put in the email address that you use to create this account. And I'm acting in the capacity of an individual, and I will submit my application. And then you can exit the interview. So now you're all set up. They will know exactly where to send you your money, and you can get paid for your books. Fantastic. Now let's return to the account settings and continue with setting up your account. So you simply go to the members dashboard, and we'd already typed in the book title, which was The Injustice of US Law. And we will proceed in setting up the book. Like I said earlier, the beautiful thing about this system is that on the left-hand side of the screen, under your dashboard information, you will see that it shows you how to set up your account step by step. And as you go through each of these processes, these red little icons will turn into green to show you that you've actually finished that part of the process as well. So we start off by putting in information about your book title, which is here. If you have a subtitle, you would type it in there. The name of the author will be Gertrude Mache. I do not have a middle name. And because I'm the only author, there are no other contributors. If they were, you would add the other co-authors' names in here. This book is not part of a series, so I won't put in a series number or a title. And it's the first edition, so I don't have to mention that it's a second edition. The language is English, of course, and the publication date I will leave blank. CreateSpace will actually fill in that publication date the day that you decide to put your book live on Amazon. The next thing you need is to create a CreateSpace ISBN number or to enter your own ISBN number. One thing to remember, I always use the CreateSpace ISBN because it's free of charge. It's easy and simple to set up your account this way. But one thing you must note is that once you choose a CreateSpace ISBN, you can print your book through the CreateSpace website, but if you decide to go to any other printer, you cannot use the CreateSpace ISBN and barcode. That is the only restriction. So if you want to use your own and you want to take your book to other printers, I do suggest you go and purchase your own ISBN. Now, at this point, I'm going to save progress so I can show you how fast and easy and quick it is for CreateSpace to give you an ISBN number. It's finished saving, and if you scroll back up to the top, you will find that this is your ISBN right here. And you can copy and paste that ISBN into the template of your book, and make sure you do that, otherwise they will fail the book once they start reviewing it when you upload it to the website. All right, so now we can choose the physical properties of the book. Things to remember about setting up your book is that the interior of the book can be black and white, which is your words in just black and white text, or it can be full color. You will see that there is a huge price difference in the manufacturing costs when you do have full color interior. You can also choose the color of your paper. So the default is a black and white interior and white colored paper, but it can change it to cream as well. You can then choose the size of your book, and there are different sizes that you can opt for. The standard size is a 6x9, and I normally recommend that if your book is going to be more than 250 pages, definitely choose a 6x9 because it gives you a nice spine. If your book is going to be less than that, then definitely make it smaller, make it a 5x8, and you then download a formatted template. This is a Word document that you simply will use to copy and paste your Word version of your manuscript into. The beautiful thing about this template is that all the margins are set, the headlines are already put in there. It just makes it so simple, straightforward, and easy for you to create your own book. And I will show you that in another video exercise later. If you want to find out what the manufacturing costs of your book are going to be, you click on manufacturing costs, you go to buy copies, and it takes you to a page where you just theoretically put in what this book is going to be. So this book is going to be an interior of black and white. The trim size I said was a 5x8. The number of pages of my new book is going to be 150 pages, and I just want to know the price of one book. Let's calculate, and it'll tell you that for a 150-page book, 5x8 in size, it will cost $2.65 to print. You can then calculate the price of shipping one copy to your country. So I, as you know, again, I'm based in New Zealand, and this will tell you how much it will cost to ship one copy of your book to New Zealand. So here we go. If you ship one copy using the standard shipping option, which is 31 business days, it costs $7.98. If you choose the expedited 20 business day shipping option, it costs $17.58. And if you choose the priority shipping, it will cost $33.58. Now, I'll just give you an example of my first book is a 6x9. It is 250 pages, and it costs $3.85 to print. So if I choose one copy, the prices remain the same. However, your price goes down with quantity. And I always normally order 100 copies that stay here in my house so that whenever I need to ship books, I have 100 copies, and I have 100 copies that I need for my presentations and talks. Now look at how drastically the shipping cost goes down. So to ship 100 books in 31 days, it costs $204. Divided by 100 is $20 for one book. No, I actually take that back. It's $2.04 for one book. If you ship using the expedited 20 days, it's $253, which is $2.53 per book. And the priority shipping is $269, which is really $2.69 per book. So I actually land my book in New Zealand, even when I'm using the priority shipping of 4 days at $2.69 plus $3.85, the book gets here on under $7 per copy. Now you'll find that even if you were to go to a printer, you could still not beat these prices because this is print on demand. They are printing the books one at a time, which is absolutely fantastic. And it really works out cheap to do it through CreateSpace. So I'm going to stop there. This was the end of part 1. And I will then show you how in part 2 to upload your book and publish it on Amazon and on Kindle. So thank you so much for watching this video. Wait for part 2, and I will take you through step by step on how to create your book from beginning to end.